Welcome. Today is Wednesday. We're halfway the Düsseldorf boat show. I'm going to film the Axopar stand where we are at the moment in Hall 4. Behind me you see this Axopar 22 Spider, 37 Suntop. There's a 37 XC cross cabin, Axopar 45 XC cross cabin, and there's a few boats behind there. But I'll take you on the stand for a small tour on the Axopar stand. So here we have the Axopar 22 Spider in a Revolve edition, which means that you have these different colors on the logo here and this detail. You may also notice that they fitted the new rub rail, which is an option on the Axopar 22 Spider since sometime last year. You see this great setup of the cockpit and the bow area. You can also have a great Joby hammock, and of course there's access to the toilet from there. So again, the Axopar 22 Spider. And here we have the Axopar 37 Suntop in a Brabus line Miami blue color edition. I think a great color combination. Of course it's a matter of taste. There's also a gray version available, but here we have the 37 Suntop, as I mentioned, in the Miami blue version. You may notice the soft deck right here, which is relatively new, and the Mediterranean upholstery. A great cockpit where this bench here has a backrest which swivels to that side, so you get a great setup where you have plenty of space to have fun on the water with friends. You fold out this table right here and there's plenty of space to be out in the sun. As of course we have the sunroof, which opens either manually or as an option electrically. This boat does not have the separate head, but I'll show you on the Axopar 37 XC cross cabin, which is next to this boat, which does have the separate head. I personally like this setup because it's very roomy, very open, so it just feels very nice and comfortable. Then again, there are advantages to having a separate head, of course. What is really nice when you choose to have the Mediterranean edition is this great bow setup where you also have these additional cushions on top of the gullwing doors, which by the way cannot open if you have these cushions on. Well, not both at the same time, so you either open the port or the starboard side, but not both at the same time. Still, it is a great setup with these ultra wide seats right here, a great lounge area, especially with the addition of this cushion right here on the anchor hatch. Again, we're on the Axopar 37 Suntop, and next to that boat we have this Axopar 37 XC cross cabin. You may notice that the gullwing door there is open. That is also a Mediterranean edition. A fantastic boat. I'm particularly anxious about this boat because I ordered one to be used as a demo and also by myself. It is in our workshop. We're going to prepare it over the next couple of weeks, maybe months, depending on when we get all the equipment that we're going to mount at Campers Watersport. And this, as you see, has been equipped with the aft cabin, which also is ultra wide in the Mediterranean edition. I love this beautiful backrest, and the feel of this upholstery is really very luxurious, very warm. Now, going back again to the 37 Suntop, you may notice that that has been equipped not with the aft cabin, but with the outside kitchen and these 3 seats which obviously fold down and offer plenty of space to sit out on the back with these seats right here on the storage spaces in the aft cockpit. But back to the Axopar 37XC cross cabin. Obviously the bow area is the same as on the boat where we were just on, but here they left a gull-wing door open, so I'm going to try and enter from this way, which will most likely work perfectly okay, but of course I also need to hold my camera. And as you can see, this one does have the optional separate head, where you can also have a shower, which is right behind this door here. As you can see, very practical. And of course, behind this door here, you have the toilet. So for some people, this is a good setup, a good solution to still have a separate head. But it's a matter of choice and personal preference. Here you have this dashboard with a single Simrad. I think it's an NSS 12. Optionally, you can have 2 of these, and obviously there's also the setup where you have 2 screens, but as a glass display, which I think is the nicest one to look at. Optional joystick, of course, a bow thruster, and also this one has the Mediterrana setup, as I mentioned, with the sofa right here, which also has the backrest going to this side, with which you have a great setup and a really nice way to enjoy this beautiful cockpit with the table folding out. You have this sink, and optionally you have one cooker stove right there, and of course the aft cabin, which we all know. I won't go into that because there's plenty of other videos where you can see that, because obviously we want to head off to the Axopar 45XC cross cabin. A fantastic boat, which I've had the opportunity of driving it in Mallorca last March during a dealer meeting. I made a video on that. But the really nice thing about having this boat at the show is that they have a version right here where they fitted the optional aft cabin. You might notice this huge window in the aft, which does not really give you lots of possibilities to look outside, because obviously when you're in the aft cabin and you look outside, you see these triple Mercury outboards, but still it adds lots of daylight in the aft cabin. So it is a great addition to the Axopar 45 cross cabin. Before I go further forward, let me also show you this, which I think is a great solution to have both the aft cabin and the possibility to do some cooking, prepare a really nice lunch or something. A nice outside wet bar, and obviously on the other side I added this cushion. I have not opened this yet, but there's plenty of storage for, as you can see, mooring lines, fenders, and what have you. Also, this has been equipped with the relatively new soft decking, a fantastic material, and the side door, which is in the open position right here, is a great feature of the Axopar 45XC cross cabin. Also, this has been fitted with the Mediterrana upholstery. Relatively big speakers right here on the outside. A huge, I would call it even a platform. And here you can see that on the Axopar 45XC cross cabin, you do have the possibility to open both going doors at the same time, because obviously it's a bigger boat, much wider, so there's a possibility again to open them both at the same time. Here's the second whole door, obviously, and as you may notice, going back, there's huge side doors which open in two ways. So the one right here on the port side has been opened to the aft, so you have the opening obviously here on this side, and as you can see on the starboard side they opened the side by sliding this door to the bow, so you have the opening further aft, which offers you plenty of possibilities depending on whether it's cold, warm, whatever you want, how you'd want to access the sides, the side decks, but a great solution. You may have seen in my previous video, that this piece here, this sofa slash galley, can slide forward and aft, where you could use this as a leaning post, standing right here, depending on the type of weather and the type of use. And when you're with the big group, you'd slide this to the bow, towards the bow. And you can also slide the table either forward or aft and turn it 90 degrees, depending on the way you use it. And obviously this has been folded up for access to the aft cabin, and let me just go into there, because this also for me during this show, this is the first time that I have the possibility to go into this huge aft cabin. As you can see, it is really big. I really like it. So a really big area to be in, and as you can see, even though there's not plenty of possibilities to see what's going on outside, still adding lots of daylight is a really good thing. There's a cabinet here. In this case it's been used for storage, and there's also a possibility to fit a second head here. Obviously there's not a lot of headroom, but still it's good that it's there. And you may notice that this boat has these ventilation outlets, which I think means that this boat has been equipped with air conditioning. And then you obviously need power, so I'm sure there's this fantastic system where you don't need a generator but use a big battery bank with lithium-ion batteries, which are capable of keeping the boat cool for a longer period. Beautiful dashboard, big twin, I think 16-inch Simrad displays, joystick steering, and a third Simrad screen, which obviously has lots of capabilities to show different sources, like engine info. As you may hear in the background, they're officially announcing that the show is opening for today, again Wednesday. And here's the bow area, the front cabin, which also is a really nice area. In case you wonder, this also is a double bed, where this piece, let me just fold this down. Here you can see that it folds down into a huge double bed, a great practical solution. Where here you obviously have a bathroom with decent shower, standing height, even for tall people like myself. So a really nice setup. This is a really short tour through the Axopar 45 cross cabin. I certainly recommend if you have the possibility to come to Düsseldorf. From Amsterdam, the area where we are from, it's only a 2-hour drive or so. Certainly worthwhile to come and have a look at. But we're not there yet, because we also have the Axopar 28 right here on the stand. Still one of my personal favorites. I just sold my own, a bit with pain in the heart, but again, there's a new 37 coming. I really love this upholstery. It's the teal upholstery, a beautiful color. It's a bit bold and brave, maybe even, but I really like it. And this is a setup that we don't sell in the Netherlands often, because most people want the aft cabin not only to sleep on, but also to use it for storage and to have this sun lounging possibility. But this also is a nice setup with this outside galley. And next to it we have an Axopar 28 T-top, a really good looking 28 footer with same capabilities. We sometimes order boats in stock as a 28 open, where obviously you don't have this T-top, but that could be fitted later depending on your personal choice and of course the area you do your boating in. Let me just quickly take you through this. So again, the Axopar 28 T-top with a different color of upholstery. There's a third one. That is a grey color, petrol. And I'm pointing my camera right here at this Axopar 25 crossbow. And this actually is a prototype, which you may understand from seeing this charge station right there. Axopar has made this as a prototype again in order to test what is possible having a 300 horsepower electric engine right here. It may look as a normal engine. I think they did a really good job with the design, but it is a fully electric propelled Axopar 25 crossbow. I have not been able to test it myself. It was in the water during the Cannes boat show last September, but I didn't get the chance to go there. So I've not been able to test this boat, but I've been told that it is really smooth, really good performance. Range is a bit of an issue, I personally think, but it does show that Axopar still keeps on developing and looks at, well, different ways of boating. Obviously we're all going in a certain direction, so it's really good in my personal opinion that they're taking the chance to test this. As you can see, 300 horsepower, 800 volts, 126 kilowatts. That's lots of battery capacity. With that, there's an estimated range of 26 nautical miles at 25 knots with a charging time of 45 minutes to get up to 80% battery capacity. So again, this is the stand right here in Hall 4, Boot Düsseldorf of Axopar. A really nice setup. And with that, I'd like to thank you for watching. I'll be making a few other videos right here at the Düsseldorf Boat Show. If you do have a chance, we're here until Sunday. The last day of the show is Sunday the 29th of January. You're most welcome. If you have any remarks, if you want me to show you a particular thing on either the Axopar, Sea Ray or Boston Whaler stand, please let me know in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in Düsseldorf. Bye.